Sangye Chudan Soki Chonam Ma Jangchu Bordu Dani Kapsu Chi Dangi Chunin Gi Pe Sonam Ki Rola Penche Sangye Drupa Sho Sangye Chudan Soki Chonam Ma Jangchu Bordu Dani Kapsu Chi Dangi Chunin Gi
Rola Penche Sangye Drupa Sho Sangye Chudan Soki Chonam Chancho Yancho Pada Dana Josum Che Dake Chishi Jibe Tonam Rola Penja Sanjenda Bai Sho. Okay.
There we go. I lost the control.
Okay. In the Gomba, you guys will look very comfortable with that. Okay. Good morning again, everyone.
Good morning, Geshe.
Good
Morning.
Today I am in the different samsara, a real samsara world. It's a real how to develop samsara. Are you going to hear me?
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
It's good.
Because I put on my headphone, sometimes it doesn't work.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Good. Wonderful. Even the technology we can, do far away either. Anyway, it's wonderful to all of you. We are very grateful again. We try to come together to some praise, practice, meditation. It's very important it's always not think, oh, Geshe said this, over again anytime. Every day, every morning, whatever we have, an awareness that rejoice that. Good things, if some bad things, you don't have to rejoice. But also even the bad things, as Kadamba masters, if you have any kind, physically or mentally difficult, then you can rejoice, because this is the only time to experience, to purify all our negative karmas. Therefore, you can also rejoice that. Then we don't have to wait something to bad things to happen, then we rejoice that. But anything, so whatever we have physically, mentally, all the conditions, what do we have right now? And usually we don't recognize that. We're looking for something we don't have, or we don't have control. We're always looking for that. That makes for us to uncomfortable, right? Therefore, as Buddhism, way to very important to whatever we have today, rejoice that. Because today I am at the store, they have a lot of things. Even I don't have any of that. I rejoice. Oh, he has very nice things. A lot of Buddhism stuff. We rejoice that. Therefore, every morning when we get up, if you're able to move, you're able to get up, you're able to make coffee, tea, rejoice. Oh, I'm very thankful, grateful. Today, I'm also happy. Another beautiful day. Then, one day you feel you're comfortable in your mind. Then, maybe next day you're able to follow that. But the next day, then 1 week, then 1 month, maybe slowly, day by day, change our thoughts. Otherwise, when we get up, we say, oh, I'm very stressful. I have to go work, blah, 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 blah. This happened, that doesn't work. We already start to put the negative thoughts. Then all day, our mind check the negative things to negative way or emotion way. Therefore, it's important to try to keep our mind positive. It doesn't matter, whatever we have. And it's very important to daily practice. Then, of course, usually we say we need good motivation. Everyone took the, have the refuge vows, who's really Buddhism, right? Then you have the refuge vows. It's good to every morning to recite in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, inter-related that verses to follow them, that motivation. Then you have great, refuge, then you become Buddhism citizen. You have Buddhism nationality. Then next 3 lines talk about the Bodhicitta. If we have Bodhicitta, we all Mahayana Buddhism nationality. That's very important. Usually, like that. Therefore, just every day, usually you say the refuge vows, you need to remember 3 times a day to refuge. If you don't remember that, you can memorize that, just 4 verses. It's very easy. You can recite morning and daytime and night. Just how to, familiarize for our mind to, Buddhism thoughts, good thoughts. We just turning our mind slowly. Therefore, this is very, very important to, daily practice. Then, develop, especially the bodhicitta, after the, 4 major births, right? This is how to develop to bodhicitta. Therefore, it's very simple, just know so many things. Recite that, think that, the little bit of meditation, concentration that. This is the really Mahayana Buddhism practice. Right? This everyone knows. This is like daily life. We can do something. When we have really something developed, like realization for refuge or bodhicitta, then the things to our daily life become much simple and much smooth. Because a lot of our lives makes more difficult. Our own mind take that direction, right? Therefore, if you have very strong refuge and bodhicitta mind, then our mind becomes really, we are very able to control our mind. Then our things become much better, much easier. Therefore, this is very important. Then every day, and also within that, also important to, always to remember Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and our teachers. So we need to the blessing from the teachers to our daily practice and praise to, successful. When we say, blessing, because you have very strong faith and our teachers, then we follow the advice. The teachers, most teachers, they advise for us to how to take care of our mind, how to take care of our body, how taking care of our family members, friends, relationships. Therefore, we're able to follow that. Then we are very good, strong, good devotion. If we able to follow that, if we're able to follow that, then we're able to free from all the problems, right? Like example, the parents have very strong compassion for the children, the day or night. It's before teenagers, maybe after teenagers, maybe they don't listen. The parents say, okay, that they're teenagers, they should give up. But before teenager, I think parents have they're able to control them, and they have very strong compassion, love for them. Through that, they're always very good taking care to how to eat, how to talk, how to walk, even how to wear your clothes. Therefore, if you follow parents' advice, you become good way. The parent doesn't take way, right? Something like that. According to Buddhism. And of course, we also children are looking for parents in like negative way. No, my parents doesn't do things, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you can look at bad ways. The SMS teacher, we're looking for some negative ways, or we can see the faults. Even the teacher does have the faults through our negative karma. Because Buddha's brother, what's Buddha's brother now? Devadatta?
Devadatta?
I thought that was his cousin.
Oh yeah, the cousin, cousin. Yeah, the cousin, right? Yeah, his cousin. Who's always compared with him. Cousin, right?
Mm.
Yeah, therefore if Buddha do any things, but whatever good thing, he always see the negative things. Therefore, the difference from our own how to think, how to act that way. Like that, right? Therefore, same as our friends, family members. I always say, if something not same view, same direction, like a worldly things, don't discussion about that the person, because it makes more worse. Example, someone like me, I like to eat samba. Someone like to eat vegetables. I say, everyone have to eat samba. Samba is bad food. Don't eat vegetable. Don't discussion, because the other person, samba doesn't work. The body doesn't, digest. Okay, if we have some trouble, you eat your own food, like special Western very, it's that very nice. When you go to, restaurant, we order for our own food. Okay, I like that. Then you just enjoy you eat. You cannot say, okay, everyone just order a same food. Right? Then some people like, some people not like, some people doesn't want to eat that. Then we have discussion. We say, why we don't order that one? Why we do this? It's very simple, like Western way. Everyone just order whatever you want. Then eat, same table, enjoy. It's exactly the same. The worldly things, I'm not saying the Buddhism. So worldly things, even if not same direction, same no belief, then don't discussion that with your friends. You want whatever you want. Someone maybe like to take the coffee every morning. How many people like the coffee every morning? Don't get on it. Everyone. Yeah, I already had the coffee this morning.
I like a different coffee.
Yeah, I know some people love it. Don't get on the coffee. Some people don't get on the terrible coffee. Sometimes the bad coffee is, who's called Starbucks. Therefore, we are not same, right? Therefore, someone like me, I like to drink it on the coffee. And I say, everyone go to Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is the best. It doesn't work. Then we say, I don't like them. We discuss. No, we can do okay. You can go get we have some coffee together to somewhere place, and you can get whatever you want. Then we are more simple, more convenient, more happy, right? We don't have to share what we eating. Especially that thought that is exactly, this is a worldly, special this time in a degeneration time, a lot of things going on all the world. Therefore, worldly things, better to someone not to same direction you, better to no discussion that. Okay, whatever you believe, whatever you thought, just use that your way. The refuge is bodhicitta same, there's nothing change. This is you have to eat same. For example, when the weather's cold, everyone have to use a very warm cloth or heat, right? Like us, there's some animals, they no choice, but this is not different. Everyone has the cold feeling. They need to something to make it warm. There's nothing. Someone says, "Oh, I don't care, it's cold or hot." Not like that. The same is like that. There are some things like Buddhism idea, how to take refuge, how to develop, or how to cultivate bodhicitta, and those are all same idea. Therefore, there we cannot change. Someone says, "Okay, I'm taking refuge like that way," or "I'm taking refuge like this way." It's not like the refuge. You have to take, same direction, but because we are we say I'm the Mahayanist. It's different for how to your motivation. Therefore, we are the Mahayanist, then we have refuge in same direction, same way, same thought. We have to think like that. Right? Okay, I think now my English is finished. Because I use my English from Boston to New York, now I finish. Yeah, it's good. I like this way. Maybe next time I'm just at my room under my bed. You guys stay the gomba like that. How about that? But those people come to the gomba, they got more merit. They get up early. They, they dress too nicely, I'm sure. They're hardworking, they got more merit. Because we stay at home and I just but even they'll be good. I'm not saying compare who get more merit, who is really physically or that they got more merit. Of course, the other person also they need to more concentration. Okay, what time they start teaching, or I have to make sure that it's also, of course, they get a lot of merit. But the compare. Also, I like today, Bob, you guys set up very nicely. I can see that everyone that.
Very wave.
Yeah. Although today there are a lot more people. Maybe better to I'm not that. Then more people come. Anyway, it's wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, today I don't have the text, but we little discussion about for bodhicitta. Okay. We don't have to always follow the books. 제가 들려다 당한서 점로도 생계해야 되다. 근데 남백이 추가. 냠내가 좋은다고 찾기로.
So therefore, the practice of bodhicitta and the refuge is one of the main practices in Buddhism.
제당원에 남도절에 지금 샤저고 샘세지 깨터와이나 아니 라운다 yen 참이기 된다 싶어라 깔리명이 아니 소소고 밑에나 아니 밑에 기보용와 그때에 대차고서 때문에 남주로 단들에서.
So if one is able to generate bodhicitta, then one will be easily perform the deeds for oneself and for other sentient beings. Will have no difficulties doing things for oneself or others, and so it will be much easier. So this is how I think if one generates bodhicitta.
예전 잠잠간도다 샹주고 셈 공세디 타리모 록삼다 근데 만바지 소소고 간지 샹주고 셈에 기마와다 기마 많이 받지요 간지 깔리 잡고다 깔리 시라 잡먹은 내가 간주고는 지 깔리도 잡아야나 아니 까마치 세계치 샹주고 셈때 그럼 다토와는 되게 손놈 견저부터 아니 잠을라 파지 속으로 거는 잠을다 강금해 와요.
And so we should not think of bodhicitta, as being something very far, for us to reach. It is just a matter of setting the motivation or mind, thinking in such and such way. So that's what bodhicitta is. It's just a matter of changing your thought. But there is, we call it spontaneous bodhicitta and the artificial bodhicitta. So artificial is not like, not like a fake, but it's a mind that you have to make an effort to generate at that time. And it maybe lasts only for a couple of minutes or hour like that. And that is called the artificial. But even that, if you can have that bodhicitta, which you have to generate that mind wanting to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, even for a minute or two, is very, very beneficial.
제가 쇼케랑 다크 신토 집에 손게 놀라 편저 사진 접어죠. 간제 다크 랭아 예선지 선은 그 토사베 개회 싸완더 샘제 탐저 상지 공부터 전적으로 쇼세 샘제 땅 소소그 랭아 예선 야마나 라다 gen지 강사집에 개회 싸와대 아니 샘제 탐출라 펜토와지도 상제 공부터 전적으로 쇼 레지도 산토와이나 아니
So if one can dedicate, whatever actions that one have accumulated, positive actions, by doing the practice of generosity and so forth, any actions, any positive actions created by one's body, speech, and mind, and dedicate that merit to gain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. So if we can have that mind all the time thinking that, may I gain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, then that's very good.
나도 곰들이 작은다. 답변에 깨셔나 되니 말아서 사님이 든달라야 아니 존 좀네 개회사와 강 사샤바테 나랑 샘치 탐출라 팬 토야지도 산지게 제든 로 쇼스 된지 따라 삼다니 간데도 주치겠다.
So now we're going to do meditation for a little while, okay? Thinking about that merit that we have accumulated, that we are accumulating now, by attending this teaching in person or over the Zoom, to dedicate, say that through this merit, may I gain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. So try to have or hold to that thought in your mind for a little while we do the meditation.
아르나 샘제 반의 젠들 쇼 양다도 되지. 자주고 샘제가 가르르드나 샘제 반의 젠들 샘제도 젠제도 양다바도 상제 공부 두고 누 삼베 텐디 삼로 될라야 chanchuk sepla kore.
So the mind generation, which we call, which is then another name for bodhicitta, mind generation. So generation of the mind. So here is referring to the mind of enlightenment. So so generation of the mind is wishing to gain enlightenment for the benefit of others. So that's the definition of bodhicitta.
다 드링하면서 사님에게 님발라 아니 라다 신제 게 강사자바데 아니 라니 샘체 탐출라 펜토자 상제 공부 토백의 전적으로 쇼 어떤데라고 있습니다.
So now just think in your mind, whatever virtues I have accumulated by doing this practice of listening to the teaching, may it become a cause to gain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings.
Okay, 아까막하셔인다.
Yeah, for just have that thought for a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Okay, start now. Okay, that's good. 제가 또 지내야 니마타파 까마카시를 곰잡다 상축 생각거라.
So like that, try to meditate on bodhicitta on a daily basis.
제가 안에 까왔던 말하고 저와의 투모는 이제 되게 편벌을 간지 까와 빠데면은 까와 몸보라 깔리 잡상이 단지 좀 되는 남지 다시 라다 젠지 텐트바 셔발라 샤지고 셈 텔을 하바면 되게 쉬운줄라고 담보나요.
And so just like it is said in the first chapter of the Guide to the Bodhisattva Way of Life, that the Buddhas, who did contemplation or meditation for many eons, didn't see anything more beneficial than bodhicitta.
다 나중에 아야 되어더라요, 그나. 젠지 텐다지 두고 온도 삼바나 아니 샤지고 셈 텔에 아니 하지요 말에.
Then below that it says, if you wish to benefit others or do something for the benefit of others, then there is nothing more than bodhicitta.
아니 다 젠기 동아세가 탑시 직접와서 텔에 샤지고 셈 텔에 하지요 말에.
And then the method to eliminate the sufferings of others, there's no better than bodhicitta also.
제가 도저히 쇼주 내가 담보도 전화서 배나 담담 지트셔나 야네 야도 로 아니 쇼주 내가 담보 샤지고 셈게 폐에 야고 좀 고쳐와이나 다도 거는 샤지고 셈도 마치나 타버도 셈빌로지 레고서와.
So like that, if you can read the first chapter once in a while when you have a time, it will be very good because it explains about the benefits of bodhicitta. So if you really read that and contemplate on those explanations, then you'll find that there's no way but to generate bodhicitta. So I must generate bodhicitta. So you'll have that kind of thought once you have done sufficient contemplation or meditation on that chapter, especially.
제가 산지 좀 전에 그마 추나오데 담보페나 가래는 제가 야마나 팬데 담보 송거 가지는나 대자는 제가들 가오용 거예요. 가오용나 제가들 되는이나 안에 제가들 톱톱을 해서 그바 대원도 전에 안에 배나 상주고 생각하고 마티베 내내 상주고 생각 팬 가래 봐. 안에 넘버 탐지 집에 이신다고 소소지라 마티베 내내 어때 넘버 탐지 집에 이시사데 안에 가니까 임베콜 오만데 시작이요 봐.
And so the purpose, for explaining, the benefits of bodhicitta is so that one will be, delighted. One will have a wish, to generate bodhicitta. So if you see that benefit, then you will be delighted, to that. And say, oh yes, this is so good. I want to have it. So you will be delighted to that, and you will want to, have that. So that's the reason why the benefit, or the fruit, of the practice is explained first, so that you will, want to achieve or work hard for that fruit, for the result of the practice. And also, like in the ornament of realization, the first chapter explains about the omniscient mind, and that is also the same reason, to see the benefits, to be delighted in omniscient mind. And have a wish to obtain that omniscient mind. And so if we think about the Dharma, it is very similar to the way we think in our life, day-to-day life.
소소 라페 잘라다 마녀면 내내 잘라텔 다 간데글로 잘라다 된된년데글로 단 내다가 년아마지 탐도 선빌로 찍이고.
And so similar, like when we want to buy something, like say iPhone, want to buy iPhone, right? You have to like the iPhone. You have to be like really delighted in iPhone. Says it's this has so many benefits, so many good features, can make my life so easy, with this. And so I must buy it. There's no way but to buy it like that. So right now it's already out, right? The iPhone 14 is already out.
Is
there anybody thinking, oh, maybe I buy now iPhone 14? So the sellers have used a very smart method to make us feel like we want to buy it, right? There's nothing but to buy it.
And the tombat manual on your medic social. They made on the manual on your.
And also they make it so that you have to buy the new one. So if like a expiry date or of the batteries and so forth. So if that is expired, then that's nothing but you have to buy a new one.
제가 간단한데 잘라지 마녀면 했는 나도 잘라도 년대 아무나 텔라 가위로나 나도 대녀라 도나셔 말래 봐.
So before we buy the stuff, if we see the benefits of that stuff, then we'll get the eagerness, right? To buy it even more.
예전에도 benna 총가 간지 칼라 녀선들거나 칼라 무 맞으면 해라 소소나 맞으면 해네 따때 담은 따기로 단들에 칼레 카텐도 지지까지도 니가도 줬다네 아니 쟤네 코스 바트켈로네 키용거로 와.
And so also like when you do the grocery, you look at all the the food that you buy, right? You see the the expiry dates. You see look at the ingredients and say, oh yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good, and then you choose all those that you feel like good, and then you put them in your shopping cart and then bring them home, right?
제대 대나지 번에 샤지고 쌤 gelα 맞게는 샤지고 쌤이 간디지요래 펜토 간디지요래 다 준줄래가 담보티 나랑 봐 예시 제법 송샤.
And so just like that, before you generate bodhicitta, you have to understand the benefits of bodhicitta. I mean, you will not generate bodhicitta before understanding the benefits of it, right? So in order to understand the benefits, you have to read and study the first chapter, which explains all the benefits of bodhicitta in great details.
제가 아니 니 통파지 정말로 뭐 장보는 뭐지 와르나텔이야 슌주 내가 나와 대강화 될래요 아니 송소 저도 슌주 때 전환군에 소속 얘네들이 칸에로 치더냐 보여래 아니 살로바 곰도 그래도 송소한테 내가 있어래.
And so I think it was in 2015 when His Holiness gave teaching on Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life in Bodh Gaya, and I think I was there. And His Holiness said that we should all study or read the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life as a daily practice, so that we will have more interest, in generating bodhicitta and so forth.
어도지 아니 다 슌주 내가 담보대 야네야들로 다 샤지고 쌤데 안데도 네 샤주세도 다 마키나 탑시 전에 맨도 삼백에 소소지라 텐디가 삼촌다고 시 레완다고 시 아니 텐디가 무반도 깨타와이나 아니 가도 돈아 마요 그래.
And so like that, if you can read all the chapters, especially the chapter 1, which explains about the benefits of bodhicitta, and come to the point where you feel like I must generate bodhicitta. There's nothing but to generate bodhicitta. And when you come to that point, then you really work hard to generate bodhicitta.
제가 단대 차는 것도 아마도 소속 사실 지금 로산 바지 아무나 지 잘라 녀산 바지 가지 소속 샘나 타로 쨌나 수직 가도면 돼.
So then you make the decision, right? You come to the conclusion. I must generate bodhicitta like that. But once you have that, once you have come to that conclusion, then you will do it. Nobody will be able to stop you. Just like once you have set a mind, to buy something, like an iPhone or a car or anything, then you'll be always thinking about that, right? And nobody will be able to stop you from buying it.
안에 지 소속이 하나 따완다고 영문의 소속이 캐낸다고 소속 삼아지 타도 쨌나 테스트지 저자 도문아.
And then also it's the same thing with one's ideas, view. Once you have come to the conclusion that that's the right thought, that's the right view, then nobody will be able to change to you. Is that right?
Oh yeah. 당보창도 대상도다죠. 대마서 까마 가지 대상도단게다. 근데들 왜 양문에 소속 삼나 타도 제발나. 다 때문에 지주자 그런 소주자 백깔에 누구도 문제 대창서 삼로에 다 소수지 삼나. 안데 따다이 어떤데 제나마도 탐 소수 삼마지 타로 쬐토나 텔레라오지 지주다고 말이나 대렌도도 차서 소소소로 삼지 나다.
So now we're going to contemplate on that, okay? Is it true that once you have come to that conclusion, or once you have made the decision that this is how it is, and this is what I'm going to do, then nobody will be able to change it. Is that true or not? So think about that and contemplate on that with any kind of cases or examples that you can apply to.
Okay. 다때 주소소 삼다 소소가 몇개가 놓다. 아무나 소소가 주세시 실례지가다. 소소가 타지 제타와이나 아니 다 소소 너리요나 가리만한 파초니 지 셜록은 된지가 주주자세 빼깔 가오래.
So yeah, you can, like I said, you can apply that, to any cases like in your life, something that you have done in your life, where you come to the conclusion that this is what you want to do, and then, or something you buy, something like that, So think about that case, and once you have come to the conclusion, or once you have made the decision, a firm decision, then was it changeable by anybody?
tema susu ta cheme bachi tati shona sho maja no me tawa chi yona yemena ko tona ote chi leve kala ko gautne shona 그 된다 된 dribble helaya karo beto chek mare.
So once you come to that firm conclusion or make the firm decision that this is what you want, then you will work hard towards that. But if you say, oh, if it happens, happen. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. If you think like that, then you will not make because you haven't come to that firm decision making or conclusion. Therefore, you will not make that much effort, for that to happen. Because in your mind, you're thinking, if it happens, that's good. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. Like that, if you think like that, then you will not, work hard to get that result.
Okay, that they ready to do. So good. Janda the level and better chair the maje de so the same touch image. Don't know my ready to understand so much.
So now, contemplate on that. Is it true that that whether one will make an effort to achieve something or not, and it depends on whether one have come to this firm conclusion to achieve that or not.
Okay. Yeah. Start thinking. Okay. Start meditation that way. Okay. Okay. How about you guys something? Oh, yeah, I like that. This really. They like to because some like what the chow you like to chow then.
So do you feel like it makes a difference when you come to that kind of the firm conclusion?
제가 도전이 쇼줄래가 담보 나올록 산적을 패야 돼. 같이 센달라야 패도요. 제가 샤말라야 패도요. 아니 제나지 야포체야라 패도요. 아니 지제 강에 챙겨라 아니 저 로파체야라 패도요. 거기서 야포 신문에 때라 소소 내셔도 해봐야나. 다 대동문에 같이 깨나마도 타모도 좀 다대 가르쳐 주 문에 지금 내면으로 차려서 와.
So you have to keep on, contemplating on that, on the benefits of the bodhicitta, by thinking that the bodhicitta is very beneficial for this life, for the future life, for oneself, for others. If you want to benefit others, the best way, is to have bodhicitta in your mind. If you think like that, and you come to the conclusion thinking that I must have bodhicitta. If I don't have bodhicitta, I won't be able to, benefit myself, benefit others, and so forth. So therefore, I must have bodhicitta. So you have to come to that kind of firm conclusion, thinking that there is nothing but to generate bodhicitta.
나 잘한다고 이제 소소 가나 타티서 아메드는 러시아면 탐에 차르고도 소소 잘라도 요 있나요? 야티는 다 땡아이 고도 아메드는 러시아도 라폰 티선네.
So like if you want to buy stuff, you go to the Amazon, right? So and even if you have the stuff already, to go to the Amazon and check, if they have better or more stuff like that.
어디지 다 대대 집아 대로라 땅가도 그렇게 비슷한 거로와 그냥 내가 멈추고 그 다이 조마로와 아무튼 어디 거기 야와 라바용 거마로와.
And then if you go to the Amazon, you have to spend money, right? Use your credit card. Otherwise, you will not get the stuff just by looking at it.
I have one story. Long time I ordered the shoes. What's the broken stock? Broken? Go in Shabaljiwa. Broken stock.
Birkenstock. Birkenstock, the slipper.
What happened? I ordered, I think I ordered May. I tried to go. Usually I don't know much also. I just ordered. This doesn't come. It doesn't charge my card. And I thought it doesn't work. Maybe I didn't know how to order. I think 2 months later, I got a message from my card that someone used to your card to buy something Amazon. I didn't buy like after 2 months. This is some tip coming. Someone stole my card. Then immediately I called my card company to say, someone stole my card to buy something Amazon. They said, do you lost? I said, I didn't lost. Then I told them someone, used my card, something, buy Amazon. He said, okay, we will check it. We are going to shut down today. Your card. I said, okay. The next day I got the shoes. No, I think next week. I think next week I got the shoes. Then I checked exactly, the same. I don't know what happened. After 2 months, check, they came. How you say? I don't know why I have to look. Then again I called to my car. I say, sorry, this is my mistake. I ordered 2 months ago, but yet the things come yesterday. It's not tip. This is my mistake. Then they say, okay, but now Amazon, they block my account. Anyway, why I have to talk that, why I have to talk that?
맞이는 탐에서.
알레 제가 나 담보 왔다티 내가 공부 생각해. 엄마 매웠지. 아니 감바 대워요지. 아니 감바 왜때 엄마 정하라까 야보면 요 마시는 녀월에 가지. 요다는 저기서 나 코나서 종간에 매니지네. 나와니기 지나 신은 텔레폰와.
Anyway, that what I was trying to tell is that when I came to that firm conclusion, that I must have that that slipper, Birkenstock, because it's very comfortable to the feet, and it's made of leather and all these things. So when I see all the benefits, then I say, oh yeah, I must have it. And then even if I didn't know how to buy it online properly at that time, I bought it.
Finally, then got 2 months. Then also they blocked my account for the Amazon. It's good. Otherwise, I go to buy more things there. If you go today, push some the button. Tomorrow they put that kind of thing for more that I don't know how to put that thing. Anyway, 제가 아니 남도 샘라지 타로 제가 남도 텔레페 돈이야 보용도 제가 산적 샘게 팬데 야고 야네도 텔레 삼노 따나 다시 하셨으면 보건도 다 가르치겠나? 아니 레기니 바데 신이래. 산적 샘께라 저 다 배우면 저 따마서 그래서 남도 치러 놀아 같이 빠지도거나 So 다 도마를 섭다도 때 둘러니제로 그 도나지 제가 장접점 거나 아니 샘sam아도 그래세 아니 내가 이마데마 용거도 와서 반음도 빼야고도.
And so this is what it explains in the first chapter, right? The benefits, of the bodhicitta. So if we really read it well, study and and contemplate and meditate on that, then we will generate that thought, wanting to generate bodhicitta, nothing but to generate bodhicitta. And then once we have a very strong wish, wanting to generate bodhicitta, then we have to now work to generate bodhicitta. But then there are so many things that can block us from generating bodhicitta, that prevents us from generating bodhicitta. Those are the negativities, right? And so now we have to purify the negativities. And then that's what is explained in the second chapter, which says the disclosure of evil. So you point out all the faults and then purify them.
안데 조사도자 야보고 그래. 조사도자 야보 제나 아니 change get over. 조사도자 야보 맞이나 change get over. 말했어.
Then how do we do that? Is by accumulating merit and purifying negativity. So if we do that, then we'll be able to generate bodhicitta. We need a favorable condition, favorable conditions, to generate bodhicitta, which is accumulating merit, and we need to eliminate the unfavorable conditions, which is purifying the negativities.
다 대체단데 내가 처음에 진짜 다른 가서 빼나 나도 남준 된대요. 막 저는도 저도 야나되게 냠네 되래서.
And so that will be the practice, the practice of the accumulation of merit and purification of the negativities. Is what we usually do all the time. The 7 limb practices.
제가 가들 하자는 거 보니까 야나되게 냠네. 라만 초반에 보이나 건마 그나 라마람라 마투 받아 야나되게 냠네 기도. 아니 간도 도조 타와야나 멜란 도조 타와나 다 초가 가리 타와야나 아니 야나되게 냠네 타비도 야나되게 냠네 빼는 것이 보이더라. 대가 아니 촉사 초야 벗어나 저와 샤도.
And so this practice of 7 limbs, is included in most of the practice that we do, right? So like Lama Zopa Guru Yoga, it includes the 7 limb practices. And then Guru Puja, after the Lambin prayer, it includes the 7 limb practices. And also same, when we do the Tara Puja or Medicine Buddha Puja, they all have 7 limb practices. So 7 limb practice is very good, for accumulating merit. So as you, accumulate more merit, and then less negativities will, there be. So as you create more merit, and then more negativities will be washed away.
제가 라마 통과바 내가 딱 로존나가 걸어야 단다. 지든 잡아야 한다. 미나지 파티 게시 되는 연구에 들어봐. 아니 담도 고음도 좀 왔다 저 토사들 제고래. 아니 토사들 제다 아니 고가 줄이셔야 돼. 근데 로마본 탐식까지 동사라주 송아 단대에 차다. 메더피니. 아니 좀 어떤 거니 때문에서 또 받는 연구요.
And same with Lama Tsongkhapa, when he was having conversation with Manjushri in person, just like person to person, and that time when he said he didn't understand, then Manjushri said, "Oh, because you have negativities that's blocking you from understanding, so you have to purify the negativities and you have to accumulate more merit." And so for that, then he went into this retreat place called Wogacholing, where he did all these practices of making mandala offerings, prostrations, and so forth.
어제 대 도전에 바로 맞죠. 대등한도 다 티나니 가지가도 쌈도 땅가 샘부터네. 그나 야나되게 냐면서 망아체 출로고 가서 다 액션들 리보던 제다 같은 거 자기 와 망아체데 다 같이 시험바람이.
And then, so those practices of the 7 limbs are mostly related with our body, right? Something that we do physically with our body.
아디노 투오가나 다 샘부서는 땅거 다 가나 라마 주변 나요. 아라니 진짜 대박 근지가 만음 진짜 예대 근지지. 이제 다자 집에 다제 집에냐라. 냠네 니볼레 버신게로 오다 특되게 된다. 다 틀에 있었다고. 대 남유
And of course, main thing is to think in the mind, in your mind, to think. So thinking that cherishing oneself, is the doorway to all the torments, and cherishing other sentient beings, the gateway to all the qualities, all the excellent qualities. And then, so therefore, please bless me and take the practice of the exchanging and equalizing self with others as my main yoga or practice.
아니 디고도 야 치료요. 아니 생고 살로가나 다 소소르지 리당아야도 강에 등한도 왔다와나 디게 등아가 강에 디게 생제 처음을 됐다 와 용어데 나라 용어데 고쳐버려 쇼서 되나 지들라마 어떻게 좀 마전되게 되도 등아가 말이 다다달라면 받아 아니 소소 가 이산도 게게 강에 받이 제나파 뭐와시나 따고 생주 쇼야 받도다.
So then after that, there's the verse because thus the compassionate and available gurus says, please bless me to be able to take all the sufferings of others upon myself and give my virtues and happiness to the others, like that. So then you do this practice of taking and giving.
And sometimes 당시 나랑 강이 동아도 맞죠. 미셔봐도 나 가와요도 근데 라면 안 앞에 사다 그래요 말해. 근데 서로다나 소수고 리다 샘기 동아 추어도 마도 얘네들 먼저 간 튀운 거 말이에요. 용화요 말해.
So when we do this practice of taking the sufferings of others upon oneself, then we might be scared, thinking that, oh, maybe if I really think like that, I will get all the sufferings of other beings. I already have so much suffering upon myself, and then if I take more suffering of others, I will be like overwhelmed by all these sufferings on my physical. But you don't have to think like that. It doesn't happen that way. When you're thinking, but actually, if you're able to think like that, then what it actually does is reduces your suffering.
제가 되게 샘슈 되게 소소지지 니바 마타르와 제니 니바도 소타 용 마시 바리 용 말해.
So that with that powerful thought, one will purify one's negativities, and then one will have less sufferings and less problems, but will not get the sufferings of others upon oneself.
제가 되게 가는 누구 가나 먼저 삼모 땅다지 노 삼모 땅다 샘슈 첨보에 왔지 대행과다 샘슈 첨보 제와이나 아니 간도 로호 첨보 제와이나 아니 간도 가리나 제도들이 거예요.
So this courageous mind, makes us become brave. If you are brave, then you will be able to do anything, right?
Okay, yeah. Hey.
I have things to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is about that practice. I got one idea a long time ago. What I thought is that assume you can see things what Buddha can see. Now what you can see is that you can see everybody's feeling in the world. In that case, everybody's feeling is your feeling. What you want to do is that you want to feel better. So what you really want to do is that you want to make everyone in the world, or make it easier, everyone around you feel better. So that's why you get motivation that you want to help others, right? And make it in more practical way. A lot of times you feel like other people do something to hurt you because they want to hurt you. That's why you get angry. But when you really put yourself in other people's position, what really happening is that they are so focused on their own pain. So they ignore other people's pain around them. So they do things that hurt other people, but they didn't notice that. And the only way to make the suffer of yourself less is that help other people who's in pain to relieve their pain. The less pain they experience, the less chance they would like to do things hurt other people, because they are less focusing on their own pain, and they begin to be able to sense other people's sense around them. So in that case, the more you help other people to resolve those pains, the more they would like to think about people around them And if everybody is trying to help each other, really try to resolve the pain, the source of their pain, then everybody is happier. Everybody tends to think more about other people, then everybody feels happier. So the more you help other people, the less pain you feel, because other people just suddenly become nicer because they are in less pain. So in that case, it's a different way to say the same thing. The benefit is that what you really do is what you are helping. When you're helping other people in that mechanism, you are relieving both your pain and other people's pain. So that's how it is a beneficial, why it is a beneficial thing. It's not like I do good things, so the Buddha would give me benefit because I do the good thing. It's more like I help other people. Everybody get less pain. Everybody is happier. So that's the benefit. It's not God giving me that. It's just spontaneously happening that way. That's what I want to say.
Thank you. Karalaso.
다르라fen 되다. 몰라 다르다. 동아 용을 차겠어라. 생기 동아 용마야 내가 소소마 소소 동아 용거레스. 미상마 동아 용거레스. 셴 가와야 나는 셴참 미상마 셴다 셴다 사마 가와 버레스. 다 콜라드는 가와 거에서 다 콜시다 셴다라 가와 되겠어. 코 동아 메나드는 코란 동아 용나 안다네 콜라드는 셴다 콜라 동아 사마게 데 셴나 동아 대가 삼로 고 말레스. 셴나 동아 삼 코에 가르스나 소소 동아 연거라 디제메스. 코로 콘도사거래 동안용거래 코로사거래 하여튼 셴라 동아때 삼 내거랬어 아니 셴라 동아때 거랬어 다 소소로 동아 매바나 되는 셴라 동아때 삼도 고 말했어 난 디제도 다 셴라 팬도 제보다 셴라 동아 셴게 동아 용어 소에나 아니 디 스몰 팽그랬어 다디 뭐라 삼소를 했어 다 알았어
like that's good 제가 되는 거래 안쪽에 빼나 셴라 동아 제바이나 안쪽 삼 셴다 마차가 담보 삼고요 말다 태면 이바도 담보이나 나라서 미시 몸배원가 나라서 말이 배운 거다 계제 세다 남주 된다는 차네 다 이제 말로 좀 저기로 와.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That like when we give suffering to others, when we cause suffering to others, we don't really intentionally do it, but from the way we do things, make others feel suffering.
세상에 당길란 말 아니 집에 가지고 가는 내칸 삼야대 내칸 템바대 내 아디아 칸부터 대타타이 다 텔레처럼 정도들 없나 내가 또 대콘도 사기 버려 제가 라니 친데 그밖인지 고세대 다다고 라니 집에 라니 친데 슈침부터 경고를 했어 나도 참아라.
So just like I said before, that when we think that our ideas, my idea, my way of thinking is correct, and it has to be the way I think, and so forth, then we'll have a lot of problems. And so just like it is said earlier in the verse, so that cherishing oneself is the doorway to all the torments.
Okay. 제가 두 진행되는 스티커로 가지고 삼았다. 다 삼았는데 다 수술 되는지 삼 토고 돼. 나가도 칸에 라베트 뺄래라고 그래. 셈이 아무나 들리 제고는 뭐나 들리지 용사래지 삼비지 셈지로 빠터와이나 아니 땡땡가도 샹적을 셈지야라 담배도 제그래.
So of course it's easy to say in word, by mouth like that, but are we really able to think? So that's what we have to make effort in trying to think in that way. So if we really think in that way, then we're making the effort, to generate actual bodhicitta.
제가 남중간도 수수고 쌈틀 야만나 수수고 따와대 저자 패칼에 가버려.
Usually it is very difficult to change our mind and change our views.
대임이 지세대가나 자로라이 수수 나도 슈침보여 다래.
The reason is because we are very strong grasping at the self, in the back of our mind.
다한테 짜치타위 벌써 시작 가냐 라치번데 전쟁에 사마데 따다니 코도 넣자 코도도 제단 되는데도 내 테마다 따다니 있을 때 다한테 짜치타위 벌써 좀 말이 뭐 맞지 끊는다 맞아요.
So it's like the iron cage, of the self-grasping ignorance that we're caught in, we are trapped in like that.
오케이 다 들은 것도 가입 거쳐서 조개야는 데 점도 섬지기 티콜로가 되는데 아니 되게 꼴로야 보고 싶지 대변한 거 저요래.
So to conclude what we talked about today, so first I mentioned about taking refuge, right, and generating bodhicitta, soon after you wake up in the morning, and then determined to have that thought throughout the day.
얘가 따때 rapsam ra고 전에다 야랑 찬티 소소 초간나라 대토도신 때 되고 따때 잡대 야 따때 메체마다나 쇼가 야랑도 니 야서도 teaching 내셔 직전셔.
So if you if it will be better if you wake up wash and clean yourself and then make offerings on the altar and sit down and then generate motivation in that way. That's better. But if you don't have time to do all that, then soon after you wake up, when you open your eye, when you awake, have that thought. Try to have that thought.
어 되지. 안에 되네게 안에 잠좀 계셔나. 아니 현재 내가 담보대 양내양도 록 장접성의 폐대 걸려 양내양도 다.
And then if you have a time, then try to read the benefits of bodhicitta, the first chapter of the Guide to the Bodhisattva Way of Life, again and again.
제가 간도 빼나 둘로 지여와이나. 자켓 직지 연나 단다 직녀 직 돈에 직녀 녀나만 시킨 대매 차려도 내려 소고다. 자직선에 다 깨나만 탐도 삼기 직나도 삼도 땅도 땅 토야게 터시제고.
So just like I gave you the example of developing that thought, it's nothing but to like if you want to have a jacket, you want to buy a jacket, you say, oh, this is very good, it has all these benefits, then you say, I must buy it. You come to that conclusion that I must buy it, nothing but to buy it. When you come to that point like that, then you will buy it. Just like that, you have to bring yourself to that point for generating bodhicitta.
Today maybe I'm going to see the time score. Most develop hard attachment, right? The place. I said, oh, I have to go to time score. How long like that hard? Like that motivation, even I have to take the plan, power. I'm feeling I just push to go. Like that, therefore we need to try to something to push to, or I really need bodhicitta. Then we able to do something to action like that way. Okay? I'm kidding, I'm not going to time score. I have nothing to buy that. I have to do some prayers someone else here. Okay, anyway, what time right now? Okay, any questions? Oh, 되지, 다 되지. 아니, 다 샹제고 있으면 깨고는 다 나를 가르쳐거든나. 또 연락도 그냥네. 아니, 되네. 다 랑체도 젠데 때서 막 총다가 탑신도 돼. 대나 주달라마 주저 맞음마다 라니 치저데바 근지고 만 티치데 야네야데 이만은 농거 까데말라마도 농거도 대나 주달라마 주저 맞음마 가로 라니 치저 데바 그리고 티치도 돼 나나가도 칸 껴도 대레와 나 소화게 레기면도 주저 소화레기데.
So yeah, and then of course you have to contemplate again and again on bodhicitta, and especially by thinking about that verse that I explained earlier, cherishing myself is draw away all the torments, and cherishing others is the foundation of all good qualities. Those verses you have to, and of course this reading is easy, but you can do you really think in that way? So you have to strive, to think in that way, just like Kadamba masters, they do. They read it all the time, and that reminds them, to think about it in that way. So you should do the same like that.
제가 가르쳐네. 내가 이제 특히 암 좋고 특히면 미니 치마 트라라 샹글랭도. 그래서 오늘 섬을 소외려고 그래. 나도 걔래면 더 가신다잖아.
So like some people like His Holiness, whenever he mentions that part, like the tears were shed from his eyes. So that shows there's really strong feeling there. But for us, even if we read so many times, we don't get any feeling.
제가 안에 된대요나 얘네 된대 샤조던 게 배야다 된대 걸으시나 지 소소 레네 지 바보도야도 지 미네 지마저나 땅은데 샤조던 게 그 좋아로 가기 따르
So whenever you read about it or you think about it, if you get goosebumps on your body or if you get tears in your eyes, then that is the sign of having a really strong sense of bodhicitta.
If anyone have that kind of sign? Maybe Ed have that sign? Not yet. Just kidding. Maybe Mark has that sign. I can see behind the bob. Anyway, it's good, okay? Like that. Try to, we're not just enough to knowing. It doesn't enough to generate for those things. We need to do something action. The action, there's so many actions, different ways, but try to do something simple way, like today, okay? 제가 today some of time 아니 지금 간터 나도 somno 세대 수수고 끌는 것도 싸우는 데 저와 단되고 로직잖아. 아니 내가 따도 소소로 단되고 따 내가 지내면은 가림을 가지나 고 조잡도 뭐도.
So yeah, try to have that kind of thought. So if you have this strong wish, wanting to have that kind of thought, then you will have, you will be able to have that kind of thought. But otherwise, if you don't have a strong wish, then no matter what, and no matter how many times you read the verses, you will not, make the effort to have that kind of thought.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, Laura.
Geshe, I was wondering if the practice of the sixth session Guru Yoga includes the practice of the 7 limbs?
Hello.
tundu nangla ane da la course the ala dungi nyamle yore bes.
What the chadan da ko shokchila dodor ma da chadan yore.
Yes, it has the not in one part, but then in the whole part, and it includes the practice of the 7 limbs.
Thank you.
yana de nyamle da kawa yana do ta dodo china no shanta wa don chuche chaba de jisena ko je sawa de gawa chuzo da ka jo tamche to be shan chu chimbo mo da sansho ga yana da didi je tina inde.
So yeah, in short, it is just like making prostrations, making offerings, and rejoicing, and then purifying, requesting to live long, requesting, to turn the will of Dharma, and then the dedication like that. So in short, it's like that. But when you expand it, and all this practice includes that.
Okay. Any other questions?
What would you? I would say a lot of when I call it anger or wrath, it can come from self-doubt, from like having almost wrath or anger against myself. And I'm wondering, what do you believe? What does Mahayana Buddhism believe the root of self-doubt to be? And what are antidotes to having self-doubt?
Kondo sayadi 소디 되네 가서 소소한 게 독바지네. 소소한 게 독바. 소소로 대좀 독바겠네. 되네 다 소소 막아와잖아. 된다. 콘도키 걸성도. 아니 단 남바 당한테 번에 하바도 되네. 티징 남발라. 아니 독바 가려 그랬어. 콘도 라이가 독바 가려 그랬어.
콘도 라이가 독바.
배나 미지면 땅 가서 독바 가려 왔다. 배나 코용할 도저라서 코용할 도저라. 코용해서 코용해서 삼 도저 당겨서래. 코용 말아 되는 너버제 삼당이 그래. 선상 가서 독바기 그러 되지는다. 콘라길 수가 없을 거지.
알래. 근데 영어 스티그래. 근데 영어를 다 저대 아니 남도 되지. 아니 의원에서 다 하먹어 같이 콘도 사요. 아니 라 소소 아니 현재의 휴체다.
Yeah, so yeah, of course, usually because of that superstition mind, like the doubt, which makes us think that, oh, maybe he's doing this, maybe he's saying that, like that thought, makes us get angry. So usually, of course, you can say that doubt, but also it's the self-cherishing mind, thinking that I am right, I'm always correct, what I'm thinking is correct, what I'm doing is correct, like that mind, that thought makes us get angry.
아니 나는 내 고도 나 같이 영어 말해. 건성하는 데까지 제거 말했습니다. 걔는 컨트롤 사용 걸어.
Like, I want to be in this, I want to be like this, I want it to be this way. And why they are not doing this way, and like that, by thinking like that, then we get angry, right?
Okay. Okay. It looks you guys very good, not much doubts, good, and I'm just off here. Okay, then I think we can stop. Yeah, you can pray. It's wonderful. Yeah, even thank you for technology. Even if you are far away, you can be able to do like that. It'd be nice, wonderful. Therefore, it's good. I enjoy everyone the day. Yeah, like that. Then we can dedication.
Okay, we're not going to screen share the prayer book so we can see better and see Geshe. And there's a link to the prayer book in the chat on the side if you need the prayer book. Page 39, the Thanksgiving mandala offering. Saji perki jimshing me tok drum, re rab ling jing yin ding yin padi, sange jing du ming te uwan yi, droko nam dan jing la chir pa shu. Jetsun la me kun se rab tin ching, nam katrin le chuk chir ki pa dan, go sang ten pe dren me sa su yi, dro we mun sel tak tu ne gyur ching. Yedam guru ratna mandala kam viryatayami. Also on page 39, Jade Tsongkhapa's final Lamrim prayer. From my two collections, vast is space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this great course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen Rezik remain in life till samsara's end. Savior of the snowland teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion. To the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be fulfilled. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Mahayana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Also on page 49, the prayer to always meet with perfect teachers. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception prescription may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Mahadara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue in this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be caused solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, prayer of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Kurukulla state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Nitsema. Me se we te chen rezi. Remake and they one po jong tel yang gong chen ke so gen song ka o san prang te ja ma so ma de. Thank you, Geshe. Thank you, Dr. Long.
Thank you, everyone. Say hello for my classmate. This is guys, my classmate.
Thank you.
The wife's there.
Thank you, Damcho. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Damacho.
Okay, bye-bye.